Hello and welcome to the latest installment of 32 Jackpot Marketing Secrets from History's Greatest and Craziest Persuaders with David Lowenthal. I am David Lowenthal, and today we're going to be talking about the one, the only Johnnie Cochran, and how OJ's famous lawyer and the lead attorney on the Dream Team can teach you how to be a better marketer and copywriter if you're a libertarian fundraiser or have a business. Now, if you don't remember Johnnie Cochran, or if you're like a Gen Z person or a late millennial watching this, uh, Johnnie Cochran, if you remember anything about the OJ trial, you probably remember this one line, and he's referring to the famous glove that the prosecution and the police put forward to implicate O.J. Simpson. And when Johnnie Cochran had O.J. put on the glove, and it didn't fit, and then he gave the famous line, "If the glove don't fit, you must quit." Now that was a great line, but that was only part and parcel of the whole performance that Johnnie Cochran put on in that whole trial. And I believe fundamentally that without Johnnie Cochran, there's no way OJ would have won that trial, because Johnny was such a great lawyer and a skilled lawyer, but was also a great marketer and PR specialist, and understood one thing above all: stories trump facts and evidence every single time, all the time. Now, if you're a nonprofit organization or if you're a business, you always want to be telling the truth. You always want to be factual, but just understand that stories always trump dry facts and evidence. And good, however good your evidence is, a better story is going to trumpet it. So, if you want the best of both worlds, you tie good facts and good statements and good benefits with excellent stories, and you're going to have high converting copy. And just some examples of that in the trial: Johnnie Cochran basically created an elaborate conspiracy where he said the police coordinated a very, very elaborate conspiracy to frame O.J. Simpson. Now, anybody rationally looking at this knew, and still knows to this day, that could never be the case. But he understood his audience, and he understood his audience was A, the jury, and B, the American people, specifically Black Americans, watching this, who had a history of police abuse, who had a history of police corruption. They were prepared to believe it because they had had their own personal history with this. So that's Johnnie Cochran speaking to this market's angers and fears and real beliefs. He didn't have to do any convincing. He knew that that's what they believed deep down in their hearts, and so he was able to do miraculous things in this trial by creating these great stories about how the police had switched blood at the scene to frame O.J. Simpson, how this would have happened. He didn't really elaborate, but the story was so fantastically good. And then him and his co-lawyers got the prosecution to have OJ trying on the glove, knowing that it wouldn't fit. And so that was what Dan Kennedy talks about, which is a dramatic demonstration. And that's basically Johnnie Cochran saying, don't take my word for it. Have them actually try on the glove. Prosecution stupidly fell for it and put on the glove and showed to everybody that the glove doesn't fit. Now, if you've seen any of the documentaries or docudramas that's been made on this, you know that basically his attorneys were having OJ not take his arthritis medicine, which caused his hands to inflame, which meant he couldn't ever put the glove on. And so there was no way that was going to fit. The prosecution should have known that, but nevertheless they didn't, and they lost this golden opportunity. And so they were able to tell a story. It wasn't about OJ. Cochran made it about the police, specifically the LAPD, the Los Angeles Police Department. He put them on trial, and he told a better story than the incompetent prosecution. And so the moral of this video, the moral of this story, is that you always want to tell good stories. You always want to tell better stories that fit into your market's preconceived notions of what the truth is about what it is you're selling. Now you need to, to be ethical, you need to have the facts and you need to have the right benefits on your side. You should never lie about anything like that. But you should know that what is going to sell your product, your service, your cause, your candidate, whatever it is you sell, it's going to be that story. So I suggest, watching the great documentary series OJ versus America, where they really get into show this process of creating stories and how they just captivated the courtroom and captivated the nation and captivated the world on this case, which really should have been an open up case. And if they can do it on that scale, you could take similar principles, doing it fairly and accurately and ethically on your own level, to do it in your own nonprofit or in your own business. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.